But I'm very happy that when I went home and I called the midwife, they came and inspect me, checked on me. They diagnosed that it is just a normal pee. Yes, naihi ako sa salawal. Kasi po malaki ang tiyan ko nung buntis ako. Hello mga ka-Promdi! Welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for watching us. If you are new here, my name is Rosel and I am your Pinay expat here in the Netherlands. Before I start, I would like to greet all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you. Congratulations for a job well done so far. It is a very challenging responsibility and at the same time, very fulfilling. So for all those mothers out there, again, congratulations, job well done. So time travel back. In August 2019, we landed in the Netherlands from Germany. I know it would be a difficult process of transferring because I am pregnant at that time. I was already 22 weeks. In Germany, I was taken care of by an OB gynecologist, and my doctor is very good. He is not German. He is also a European, but he is taking the time to explain as much as he can what is happening in my body in English. And it's very rare that I encounter those kind of doctors in Germany because their preference is to speak with you in Deutsch or German. But my OB gynecologist at the time is very, very friendly and very, very kind to us. And when I reached 16 weeks, I had severe bleeding. And we thought that we will actually have a miscarriage. It happened early morning when after I poop, I saw a blood coming out of me. And then I immediately went to the OB gynecologist, to my OB, and he suggested for me to have 30 days bed rest. Yes, instantly, that was his recommendation, and I am very fortunate that my company understood my situation at that time. And that doctor in Germany, he is actually also giving me natural medicine. And together with the chemical one, and I think both combined, including my determination and my husband's, we were able to survive the challenge or overcome the challenge. After a month of bed rest, I was healed and my son really attached well to me and started to grow normally. And that gives us the confidence that everything is well. And also in Germany, we were able to do the prenatal test and the results were all good. So we were relieved. And at that time, we actually knew the gender as well. It's very funny because the doctor even asked us if we wanted to know the gender right away or do we prefer it to be revealed to us on a later stage. Of course, me and my husband, being an aspiring parents at the time, we are very excited and we cannot wait for the delivery to know the gender of our child. So instantly we said yes, just tell us what it is gender. And I can still remember the happiness when we heard that our first child will be a boy. Ayungen. It was informed to us by the nurse in Deutsch. So our first child is Ayungen, and I can still remember the happiness overflowing. And I don't know the medical system in the Netherlands at all. So I started reading on the first week that we arrived. And what I understood is that here, when you are pregnant, you will be taken care of by a midwife. Yes, by a midwife. And at first, I was a little bit skeptical of it. I am very hesitant. However, being a foreigner in this country, I definitely need to somehow follow the system. I just searched a midwife near my location, and to my surprise, it was actually easy to find one. So on the second week of August, I was able to find my midwife. And at our first interaction, I am very satisfied. She explained to me everything. She's very positive on the pregnancy. She's also showing me a lot of diagrams, photos, what to expect, what to do. It's like I found a close friend in her, or a relative in her. As a matter of fact, our first intake meeting is around 1 hour or more. And she's very patient on me. And then so I became confident about my midwife, and there are a lot of questions still on my head how I would like to give birth, but one topic at a time. I'm so happy I was able to find a midwife that I am comfortable to work with. So after our first meeting, then we had a regular check. And if I'm not mistaken, it happens every 4 weeks. And then when you are actually approaching your due date, it will be much more frequent, like every 2 weeks. However, there is an interruption when at 28 weeks I had my sugar test. And I am feeling already that I will be diagnosed with gestational diabetes, knowing that I really love to eat sweets, and at the same time, I eat a lot of rice. I love rice. And true enough, when the gestational diabetes test results came out, I am diagnosed with it. And from then on, the system is very automatic that the midwife transferred me to the OB gynecologist. And she explained to me that because my pregnancy is going to be a little bit complicated to manage, she needs to first send me an expert that will supervise me and hopefully be able to treat my gestational diabetes. So it's also quite automatic that everything just was provided to me. So for example, I went to another doctor and the system automatically directs me to him, and he specializes on diabetes in general, and he's explaining to me what is happening in my body and why it is only temporary and why I need to control it and why I need to lower down my sugar level and why it's important at birth. And basically what I can remember from that discussion is it can be controlled. My sugar level can go down. I just need to make sure that I follow exactly the right food to eat. And true enough, After 4 weeks of treatments and checking and pricking, and my sugar level is diagnosed to be now normal. So my gestational diabetes is under control. And then again, it's very natural that the system directs me to go back to a midwife care from the OB-gynecologist care. It was a little bit of here and there for me, and transferring from one expert to another. But I don't mind so long as I know that I am taken care of, and the whole medical system understands what's happening in my pregnancy and is doing something about it. I am assured that we are safe. Now, while I am approaching my due date, and this is as early as I think September, if I'm not mistaken, or October, September, October, my husband and I decided to go for a birthing class. Basically, because we wanted to understand how to give birth. And we are both afraid. We are here in the Netherlands, but only the two of us. We have friends, but they are single. They don't have family. They don't have children. We can, of course, call our relatives in the Philippines, but it's very different managing it digitally versus managing it hands-on. So we enrolled in this birthing class, and it's a very, very good training. First, because it has removed our fears of the birthing process. And I came out, not only me, but also my husband, we came out very confident that with our teamwork, and of course with the cooperation of our little son in my womb, our birthing process will be a success. The course lasts for around, I think we had like 5 sessions, and it's every week. We paid around close to 300 euro, if I'm not mistaken. It made us ready for the birth. And then, fast forward to November, I had one situation in the office wherein I pee while I'm at work, and I'm peeing and I cannot control it. And I was very afraid at the time that my water broke. If I'm not mistaken, I was only at the time 32 to 35 weeks. So, it's still not the time. But I'm very happy that when I went home and I called the midwife, they came and inspect me, checked on me. They diagnosed that it is just a normal pee. Yes, naihi ako sa salawal. Kasi pumalaki ang tiyan ko nung buntis ako.